guys, Josh here. You guys are having a great day so far. Welcome to KZG v Housebets. You guys having a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed Defrag, because I enjoyed it quite a bit. We've got Housebets versus KZG today. We've got the maps. The maps are going to be Inferno and Anubis, and these videos basically favor Housebets quite a bit, as Housebets play a lot of Inferno and they also play Anubis as well. Overall, looking at Anubis for both teams in particular, I'd say overall, Housebets does have a bit of advantage on Anubis and also on Inferno as well. In particular as well, like the T side, like strategies for Housebets are a lot more varied as well. And as we saw at Defrag as well, Housebets made it quite deep into Defrag in particular. Now in Inferno, KZG strategies are pretty like just two strategies and that's it, which involves either short or banana. They really need to extend those strategies out a bit more. And I feel like, Brace will probably essentially, accommodate all those strategies in particular of what KZG do. Like, KZG's strat pool is not exactly too deep, which can be to their downfall in particular as well. And also Inferno, like, their T side is pretty weak for KZG, but their CT side is quite strong. So that would probably be the main, arguments between either team is that one in particular. Now, with KZG as well, they have been boot camping as well. And they do have a coach behind them as well, which is, I believe, is Triplus, trying to help out Estate on really extending that strat book a lot further, given that Estate is obviously newer to the IGL role. Obviously, he's been IGL for a while now, but it's still new, kind of newish to it. And also, you got Foggers and Kras and trying to accommodate them into the roster as well. Now, on the other side as well, you've got Housebets. Housebets, obviously, as well, if you haven't noticed, that Brace did play in an open qualifier team with both Hazard and Addict. We're not sure if this team is basically moving apart and something else is going to be coming out of it, but we have no idea what the consequences of it is. But obviously, they'll be playing the season out just in case there's any consequences of doing so in particular. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not, or whether the Housebets project will still continue. So that's the thing to be it's basically something to be speculated on, essentially, rather than anything set in cement at the moment, given the fact that X-Talent have broken apart and they played that last Defrag tournament as kind of a last dance sort of thing, where they placed second place to the winners Semper Fi in the end. Overall, probably say the key players to watch out for is definitely Kras and Foggers for KZG. And for Housebets is definitely Damio and I would say your Wombat, because your Wombat's definitely been improving from strength to strength, both in Defrag in particular. And Damio has been incredibly strong for Housebets, being able to get crucial impact in rounds that they don't have any business winning. Also as well with Foggers and Kras, Foggers is a great anchor overall, does get multi-kills here and there, and Kras is just basically the X factor. We also, I gotta mention as well, we can't really ignore Estate. Estate is a good fragging IGO as well. And also, it's not to demoralize or give less priority to the other players in the team in particular. They're the players with the higher ratings on both Anubis and Inferno in particular from the stats point of view, and also the impact point of view as well. Those are the players to watch out for. I probably expect Housebets to win this 2-0. I don't think KZG would get a map, to be completely honest. The main reason why I'm saying that in particular is that KZG, they don't have a strong team compared to, if you look at Housebets, for example, who definitely have a lot stronger players on paper. And if KZG manages to steal away at least one of these games in particular, it'll be absolutely massive for them. Now, at this point, KZG with the ladder and whatnot, KZG really need to win, okay? At this stage, at this part of the season, KZG having, a lot fewer teams to play, really need to get some big W's at this stage. They can't have any losses, especially Housebets being a key game in particular. If they do want to make playoffs, beating Housebets is one thing they've got to do at this stage. Like, they've got to beat Housebets. That's the main thing in particular that they've got to do. If they're unable to beat Housebets, especially if they lose 2-0, it is highly unlikely that they'll make playoffs. And, by making playoffs, they would have to beat a lot of teams. And also at the same time, they would have to have other teams lose in that reaction at the same time as well. Basically, KZG, I think they only have 8 more matches. In other words, two matches against other teams, and that's pretty much what's going to be occurring at the moment. And KZG, I don't think KZG have a good Oh no, they do have some they do have some things over others, but they don't. Yeah, they also forfeit against JFT, which is a bit of a downside as well. What's happening with X-Talon's VRS points? I know Malta's not playing anymore. I have no idea about Sterling, and Hazard and Addict are sticking together. So I'm very sure unless Sterling plays with Hazard and Addict, I don't even know in the first place whether or not they've got Talon's VRS points or Talon with Azra and MHL do. But we'll see what happens there particularly. Most likely the points are gone. Okay, I'm going to say the points are likely gone. That's my opinion. Like the likely scenario that the points are 100% gone skis. Because they would have to play, like if the core is the Sterling Malta lineup, so Sterling Malta, Hazard and obviously Addict, then they potentially could keep it with playing those three for a bit as well to transfer the points over. But given that they've played a Vision, Brace, I'm not sure who the AWPer is at the moment. Hopefully it is Sterling, Addict and Hazard, potentially, but it's more, I'm just going to say right now, it's most likely that they're not going to keep the VRS points. I don't think they've played enough games to keep it. I gotta turn that Discord overlay off again. Go Housebets? Nah. Go KZG, mate. Backing Foggers, mate. Let's go Foggers, okay? Brace, how many... Brace, are you gonna let Foggers lose games? Is that what you're telling me? Can't believe you're bullying Foggers like this. To be fair, him and Kraz, Damio and Kraz are having a 1v1 at the moment, and Kraz is not winning. But yeah, either way with these two teams in particular, like I do expect Housebets to probably win 2-0. Given what I said earlier, like the players' caliber on Housebets is slightly better than KZG, and the maps slightly favor Housebets over KZG as well. X-Talon's VRS points, we'll see what happens in the end. But yeah, 2 seconds. I've got a Discord had an update, and its overlay is actually overlaying into my game. I'm gonna go turn it off now. Just disable overlay, okay? Housebet wins? Okay, sounds like a person should actually go to Gamblers Anonymous, okay? No way an upset should happen, that a team that's slightly worse than the other team wins, okay? So you first, dude, you need to hit the Gamblers Anonymous hotline very, very quickly, okay? Like you need to hit that Gamblers Anonymous hotline very, very quickly and tell them that you have a problem because, you know, you've gotten all these crazy ultimatums because, you know, you are addicted to gambling. Let's just put it that way, okay? Hotline, right away. It's a BO2. Or 2 best of ones, basically, as everyone calls it. It's waiting for the players to get in at the moment. But yeah, overall, players to watch out for, I'm going to say, is Damio and your Wombat. I think your Wombat's definitely improving, like, significantly. And the other one as well is definitely Kraz and Foggers. And also Estate as well from KZG. Estate can definitely frag out. Foggers has been very, very solid as an anchor. And also Kraz has been, you know, obviously Kraz has been KZG's X factor basically as well. You do have supporting acts obviously from PZ as well. PZ performed pretty well at defrag, you know, a lot of critical AWP shots as well. And also APOC Dud, i.e. APOC Stud, played incredibly well at the same time as well. Mate, dude, did you even read what you write? Okay. You wrote this, okay? You wrote, Housebets win or things are rigged. Okay? Like, bro, like, do you think that's a sane thing to say? Like, if you win your bet, it's fine. But if you lose your bet, the teams are at fault, okay? It's not me. The teams are at fault. Do you understand? It was just a joke, man. I don't know, because like, I don't know if it's a joke or not. Like, dude, you're talking to me for your first time. I have no idea who you are. I can only take you at face value. Okay. Like, I don't know who you are. Which map's map 1? Map 1 is Inferno, and map 2 is Anubis. Why is everyone so fragile? Because we get accused of match fixing every fucking tournament, every time we fucking lose, okay? It gets fucking annoying how every fucking time that you're supporting a scene by casting or anything like that, and you have some dickhead being like, Australians match fix all the time. Okay, you know how fucking annoying that is? That's why. Okay? That's why we have some fucking moron saying that every fucking time. Like, people, you know when you just, say the same bullshit over and over and over again to someone's ear? And you know it's not true, okay? And you're poking them. And then they bite back and you're like, oh, why so fragile? It's like, bro, we're hearing enough from fucking mad betters nonstop. And they linked the article where only one person got done for match fixing and others shouldn't be betting on other games, okay? You didn't know it was a big problem? Bro, every fucking time it is a big problem. Like, it is fucking annoying to see it, the same bullshit and the same hoaxes repeated ad nauseum over and over again, which half of them aren't fucking true. Like, if you read a HLTV and whatnot, it's just incredible. But anyways. So I was checking something at the moment before we go live. The players are in. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's just getting to the point, it's just getting ridiculous. Like, people still refer to those ESL bans like 2 to 3 years ago. So it's getting me annoying. I have no idea at the moment with the one word game. I'm going to assume no. And there's only 2 casters on today. You gotta be aware as well, like a lot of the casters, especially in the CS2 community, I am the only one exclusively cast CS2. A lot of the other casters cast multiple games because that's like a fact of the matter in Australia that casters have to cast multiple games. So I know Tony is doing Tony's doing some obs as far as I know. Who let Vision in? Okay. John, Patrick, Falcon, whatever, he's not playing. I'm very sure it's Brace. What happened to the Euro League pulling out 24 hours after announcing the league? Like, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a viewership issue because I definitely know it's nothing to do with the players and whatnot. Because the players are just as confused as you are, just an FYI. But I'm assuming it is Will. Brace is not playing today. Okay, I gotta say right now, if Brace is not playing, it means APOC does IGL, and it means we're gonna get a yoga clinic today. Can't believe Wiggle Wagon would dump his own team like this, okay? I know you're listening, Toby, okay? Wiggle Wagon, in the time of need, decides to disappear, mate. But at least we got Tonka Truck, okay? At least we got big old Tonka Truck. Yoga clinic. Exactly. Exactly. Vision giving Foggers some stuff. But I'm not doing the haters. I'm just talking about in general because, like, let's put it this way, like, a lot of like players get DMs and crap like that as well. It's not just me getting pissed off, okay? The players as well. Like, they laugh at the DMs and whatnot, but I think at some stages they're just like, I'm just sick of receiving them kind of thing. Like, I've had players get some pretty nasty DMs from angry bettors for losing games. Fogger's gonna triple negative this match. You tell me like, don't let the haters get you down, and then you say something like that, okay? You say something like, you know, to one of my favorite players, Foggers, is gonna go triple negative. Unbelievable. Excellent core. Excellent core in particular. given that Nedic is going to Fingo, and I'm not sure Malta and Sterling are sticking around, and Hazard Addict has been seen playing with the Wiggle Wagon himself. So yeah. I'm not too sure how that's gonna go, essentially. Oh, that's actually an answer. Yeah, because you have the core at the moment is Malta has her own addict, I believe, right? Because Sterling and Grat kept switching. What happened to Brace? He got kicked out. You know, wasn't have good vibes. You know, Apoc Stud is the new IGO. Okay. Bad chakra. Bad chakra. Because I think he's playing for X Talent at the moment to try and keep those VRS points. Oh jeez, they even started on time too. Ooh, does it give you a 2v2? Ooh, KZG won knife round. So basically, pretty much Housebets will be IGL'd by Apoc Dud, because he's an IGL by general. Generally, it's Brace, obviously. Are we locked in? No, we're not locked in. There are some changes happening in the OC scene. I don't know how it's going to get all finalized and whatnot. But yeah. Poggers is definitely not my twin. That'd be an interesting twin. But anyway, we got dualies on grass. 4 on B. Interesting setup. 4 pistol around, 4 on B. Estate. Trying to see. Ooh, spots 1 on... Oh, well, not, sorry, second mid. I completely forgot what that location was in Inferno. I didn't cast any Inferno with defrag, so that's probably why. Estate coming out from Boiler. Drops back, doesn't see anyone in the apps, and this is going to actually be pretty anticlimactic here for Estate, because you're going to get no information, and they're going to sneak by. Tom, Apoc does smashes Estate and that's the A site for free, and that is going to be a round. Maybe he can become my official observer. Probably have to get like Parsec or something like that. Retake coming in, Krauser to dualies. Housebet's got that post plant going. Krauser launching that smoke, and well, looks like the other side didn't go so well as Apoc does taking him out. And this should be the round. There we go. That was a very, very, very unideal retake. I didn't think these guys would push first, okay? That's why I observed here, because I thought these short guys, like, they'd wait to get into here before they start pushing in. That's my opinion, okay? A bit of timeout for KZG. I'm gonna say here, Apoc Dud was very important here. We didn't get that, we didn't see it on OBS, but very important here to get rid of these guys. And pretty much, like, at this point, these guys are just, you know, they don't know where anyone is on the site. Just a simple crossfire to hold them off. That's pretty much it. Nothing too complicated. That's a tech? It is a tech. I thought it was a tack. If we got some talking. Yeah, I just saw that wasn't expiring. Some looks DCing at the moment. Probably to reset some stuff because they all called tech at the same time. So it's probably got like issues with sound or something like that, or TeamSpeak, or whatever. Like some books didn't stop out of nowhere, kind of thing. I just realized they're counting the ADR from knife rounds. As you can see there, Simux has joined back up. I'll be good to go. So I looked at the T side executes and Housebets. So Housebets The main operation is actually from Banana, so it's a CT smoke with Banana. Dude, who told you guys that that John was gonna play for Housebets? Great HE, it's PZ on the noggin. Like, they don't even use John that much. I don't even think John plays CS that much anymore. He probably does, but like not in a team-based environment. Vision is Viz's Vision, by the way. I've got to change his HUD on overlay or name on overlay. On that, we have a slow B execute at the moment. PZ leading the charge. PZ catches Fogger's arm. Fogger's gonna get a nade seen to him as well. Fogger's gonna smoke it off. Fogger's probably gonna try and reposition. PZ trying to stop that reposition. I think Fogger's gonna reposition on his site now, as you can see here. Fogger's will reposition on his site. Didn't want to get caught, so you got caught. They'll probably execute. Fogger's just by himself. The P250, Molotov being thrown in. First block, Fogger's initiates, catches PZ with a nade out. Gets the open up, but Fogger's gonna go deep in towards new box. He's gonna burn. He's gonna be on 0 HP. When they find him, oh no, they don't even hear him burning. And I'm gonna say that Wombat takes down Fogger's. I'm a bit surprised that they didn't realize that Fogger's is at new box, given that they heard him. They heard him burning, so I'm just like, you would check new box, right? You heard the sizzle. KZG at the force up. Car's being tagged up, and I don't think he can really go for it. B site, Inferno is probably one of the toughest sites to break into after Dust to Inferno. Estate looking for some exits. Estate gonna swing out. Should get one. No, it doesn't get any. Oh, that's just unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Second round for Housebets. Oh, geez, Kraz and Samuk's having a bit of a fight. Samuk's got one, but traded out. Kobe coming in as well from Vision. Second round for Housebets. I gotta say, I'm not terribly too sure. Oh, no. Not terribly too sure from KZG on that one. To sacrifice your weapons by playing for exits here, in particular. Like, I'm not terribly too sure about that one, given the fact that, you know, you gotta drop around. You're gonna have to be playing, you know, pistols or something like that. I'm not too big of a fan of that one. Given that they lost, you know, 2 MP9s, a Deagle. I can understand Estates. Like, Estate could have caught him in transition. That would have been $600. But the Samuks and Samuks, Hassi and Kraz were a bit reckless. Estate in apps. They recover a gun out of that? Is that the main question? No, they don't recover any gun out of it. Massey on the off angle, the 5-7's got a strong position. If Samooks can lure him in, they would clean it out, but they suspect him to be in there. Damio cleans out Boiler, and Damio does clear out Quad as well. Gonna surf up towards B site instead, and Apox stud going through. Now they do have a player dead and below balcony, and the main player protecting it is Damio. Make sure you can protect these weapons as well, otherwise Foggers might be able to steal a weapon. Foggers actually just directly going for that weapon. If Foggers can grab that Galil or whatever it is without any, never mind, Daniel's going to protect that weapon. Very important. Picks up the Deagle looking towards apps, trying to take down the state, and he does, and Daniel with the final 2 kills, no weapons recovered for Housebets. Also not for KZG, and Housebets on 3. This is what I was talking about earlier about how, like, you know, wasting those 2 Deagles and 5-7s going down to this round in particular. Like, if they do buy up or did that half buy in that previous round, it would have, like, you know, 5-7 and a Deagle, which would have definitely helped those MP9s. Would have got him, like, you know, would have got him a first round? Probably not. But it would have, you know, given him a more fighting chance compared to that previous round in particular. So, like, it was a very, very big risk. Deep HE. Foggers tagged up heavily. It's not great work by Foggers as well, especially given that PZ got the initiative, got the initial strike, and Foggers was able to just counter strafe just as PZ peaked and put up the 5v4 at the moment. Will, there's going to be lurking here. Any noise done, and it's going to be knowing their positions on the B bomb site, hitting A instead, going via short. Samooks. Samooks being the pit player at the moment. And Estate holding long. Got backup coming in from Hassie. Hassie holding apartments. State has given his position away. Will they flash off the line on long? They probably will. Hassie probably will shoot and go back in and tuck in. Hassie on the line. Hassie thinking that's the flash. Don't blame him, to be honest, because that was a flash dedicated for him, but it's going to be a smoke instead. And Hassie's probably going to drop back. Now they're going to go to that. Oh, they're going to go to that site. And Wombat, he's caught a few people here as well. And Foggers takes out Wombat as well. And that's a huge takeout as well. 37 seconds, and Vision's got the bomb heading towards the B bomb site. Trying to do the B split. Apoc does, trying to sneak up into the library. Play does big swing, takes down Hassie. He overswung it there as well. Kraz will take down Vision. That's the bomb dropped, but Foggers is all that's left on the bomb site. Foggers just has to play for time. They need to find out where Foggers is, and they don't know where he is. HG towards the new box. Foggers isn't there. Molotov as well. Apoc does going to check this. Foggers gets it again. It's going to take down Damio. Traded out by Damio. Bomb going to be planted in the last 10 seconds. Foggers did buy a bit of time. The flank's coming in. Damio can't get to a post plant, but no, he got to coffins in time. Fires up. Damio's been spotted, but Damio, can he do his 1v2? It's definitely doable. Tries to get the one tap, doesn't get it. Watch out for the double swing. Foggers. Oh, beautiful duel, but great trade from Samux. And KZG get a round on the board. That's actually a big round from Foggers in particular. It's actually a big round from Foggers. Like in particular, like getting PZ here to start off is massive. Keeping control of the site, taking out Vision, getting the bomb dropped is massive. It means that these A site players can rotate. Apoc did a really good job here, swinging so far out. Hassie really should have taken a shot if he's lining up that angle. Need to take the shot there. But Apoc done, you know, that shot turned from a pretty much a sure thing to really difficult to do. And then Apoc done, you know, basically takes out Hassie, allows the big split to happen. And yeah, obviously Foggers can't win against Damio. Very low HP on Foggers, so any shots is going to kill him, and that's pretty much it. Prize being tagged up close on Banana. Oh, beautiful. Kobe. Jeez. The initial engagement by Kraz and the Kobe on the head. Beautiful. Estate. That library. They're going to go in via long. Apoc does going to be a bit of a problem. They might go to the A site, and Samux is going to be careful with library as well. Damio takes down Hassie. Samux on the long duels. He knows Damio's coming in. He tries to go anti-flash, but doesn't get it. Samux gets the second as well. Big round by Samux. Traded out by Vision. Vision, can he take down the MP9? He does. The state drops. Foggers on the rotate as well. Foggers takes down PZ. Getting out the pistol as well. Reload. Foggers a fade away, and bang. Second round for KZG. And I'm going to say Foggers and Samux especially. Samux, great job down here by Samux. Like, really good job. Great work by Kraz and Foggers here. Like, Kraz initiates, does the damage, lures the player in. Foggers with a HE grenade deals 100 damage here at least. You know, great use of the initiation to like tag the player up slightly, and the HE finishes it off. But Samux is absolutely massive that round. Deep nades going down towards mid. Housebets, you know, not going too aggressive into that. State jumping into his apartments. Given the fact they haven't been winning too many of these rounds very convincingly, you got some MP9s and stuff like that as well, which is not ideal. Trying to get some early damage. KZG do get that in the end. The HE grenade will do a bit. The Tech 9s are charming in a bit shortly though. 2 Tech 9s. State with the MP9. Takes down Apoc dud. Damio trying to get a bit closer. I think he might be able to be successful here. Catches Hassie from behind. Gets the second. Great work by Damio. State's going to do a bit more here. Tries to stay alive, but he drops. There's going to be a 2v2 on the retake. Should be the bomb planted here. Actually, never mind. I was going to say, like, is Housebets going to press pause on this execute? Be a bit surprised if they are. Kraz rushing forward. I think overall with Kraz in particular, rushing forward is that the best idea. Kraz going to throw a flashbang over towards Pit. Spots one on default. Vision just going to get out of it in particular. Molotov thrown towards Pit as well. Kraz looking for Wombat. He knows Will's somewhere. Will Kraz check below a balcony? He doesn't. Vision gets a freebie. And that's a very good 2k by Vision. Great work here by Will. Wombat just playing deeper into the site. Allowing Vision to have this line that they're going to check in here. And Vision's just going to be able to get the first. Will he get the person who's going to trade out? Most likely. and makes that 2v1 very easily. And also, even after Kraz goes down, Will can reinforce, i.e. your Wombat, can reinforce that crossfire and essentially end the duel. And that's exactly, well, not exactly what happened, because Vision won here anyway, but that's probably would have happened, is that Wombat would have popped up, swept out the Foggers, and it'd be a 4th round Housebets. And I gotta say, that's what I mean, not too happy about how those duels ended up, given the fact that Daniel gets that important 2k as well. Daniel's 2k pretty much made that round. Estate gets tagged up, they would have heard that. Apoc Dud doesn't spray out. He's not too sure about Estate. Meanwhile, we've got Wombat looking towards the B bomb site. He sees 2 players, and I'm going to say right now, I would be surprised if Wombat says go to A. But now, they've lost a player. Samux has picked up the AK, taken out by PZ. PZ's going to protect this weapon. They're all going to swarm, and PZ goes down. Foggers recovers the weapon as well. And Estate takes some vision up at apartments. Now he just has to hang on for a bit. Now it's a 2v2 instead. No, taken out by Apoc Dud and Foggers. He's not going to be able to get there in time to defend A. Foggers, is he going to go for it or not? Like, this is a hard one. Do you want to go for this in the end? Keep the AK to next round. I'm going to buy round next. Foggers, going to go for the unpredictable. No one's on the site. Foggers, if he makes no noise, he can take out Apoc Dud uncontested. Because they're not going to check the site yet. Seen Apoc Dud. Oh, damn, Foggers. Doesn't go above Graveyard. Goes for the slight angle on towards Pit. Overall, like, you know, that was pretty good from KZG. But Foggers, if you want to attack a Pit, Graveyard. Graveyard's the best bet because they're not going to be able to peek you. So I think Tom was looking this angle as well, so he caught Foggers here. But Graveyard's generally the best attack. Problem is though he has no idea where Daniel is. I think Daniel is about here. So I think what's going to happen is that Daniel peeks out here. Foggers gets Apoc Dud. Daniel probably kills him. But either way, I'm going to say great effort from KZG that round. Ooh, geez, that's a brutal set of HE grenades. Kraz with a absolute perler. Just need a bit of reinforcement on Kraz. Oh, jeez, that boost. I'm going to say Kraz was definitely not ready for that. Didn't expect that to come in. Foggers got one, spraying down towards the middle as well. He knows they're low. He knows the HE landed. PZ takes a lot more damage here as well. Foggers is going to be more aggressive. Oh, shoots through the smoke, and Foggers is going to finish it off and finish the trade as well. 2-for-1 advantage in the favor of KZG. Now, Housebets have accelerated to the A site. Now, Samux needs to survive, needs to let the rotators go through. He probably needs to fight for his life as well. Does fight for his life. Samux takes out Apoc Dud and prevents the plant at least. It'll be a 3rd round for KZG. Like I say, great nade setup from Kraz. Even though Kraz goes down with no trade here, so it's a 1 for naught. Foggers cleans that up, turns that into a 2v1. And also Samux here, being the last player on the site, able to get 2 kills to prevent Apoc Dud from planting. Absolutely massive. By 3. I gotta say as well, with Housebets, big mention to Damio. Damio has been definitely carrying a lot of their T-side utility. Flashbang's been thrown in. Foggers and Kraz running back. Not going to elect to retake Banana in the end. Kraz just waiting for it. Foggers going to be a HE thrown in. That's going to be a bit more damage as well. Foggers with the underarm as well. And a Molotov as well. They've spotted them on the side. Kraz going to be careful here. Foggers jumps down and gets a 2k as well. Foggers is on. But PC is the trade. Going to be a rifle recovered. And that's going to be a hit overall. That is going to be a bomb plant. And that is going to be a very, very tough retake. Going to say here for the B side, Anchor in particular, just be a bit careful with your life, especially if one of your players goes down. Foggers went a bit too aggro there. Cassie just looking to make sure there's no B split coming in. Damio on Dark. Should be a hold here in my opinion. Cassie, go for the quick flick. Yeah, he saw 2 players too much. Just retreat at this stage, I would say. They do have pistols, I can understand that. Looking towards Dark. Estate gets the opener. Might be able to clutch this one out. Needs to be quick. Spray's not so good, but they know the last player is there. Got to get onto the bomb quickly. Samux had to be clean in that duel against the Vision, but Vision's not going to give him it. And a 6th round for Housebets. And Vision is not going to get a weapon either, so everyone dies, which is not good for KZG. Give me another tech pause. I think Samux again. I don't think KZG is really trash. KZG have done some good things and done some questionable things. Like, they've had some really, really good rounds. Like, I don't know what you guys want. Like they've had some good rounds and they've had some like bit silly rounds. Okay, like I can say like the utility here from Foggers and Kraz has been very very good. However, this little incident here was not so great. Okay, like Foggers goes down to be aggressive and Kraz, and especially when Kraz dives first, you got to be a bit more passive on site. Dude, I will tell you right now, 5v3 is the most often advantage that you lose, because all it does is take one person to get a quick 2k on either A or B, and they're in. Like, if you don't know that, then, I don't know, watch tier 1. Okay, same thing applies. They always have these 5v3 advantages, and it turns into 3v3, and it turns into a retake scenario. It's just a part of the game. I think overall, last round in particular, it was definitely a B-side deficit. Foggers went ultra aggressive here. Probably didn't need to. Like, probably didn't need to go ultra aggressive. His teammate was already dead in Kraz, and no one was rotating either. Like, Estate was the closest player here, and he was just beginning to rotate. Like, that's a B-side protocol issue. Like, if you're the only player on B, you need to delay as much as you can. Just like on A side here, when Samux was in this scenario where he was being attacked, when they were rushing to A side and he was the only player left, you just try to buy time as much as you can for these players to rotate over if possible. But I don't think KZG's playing that poorly, to be honest. There's been a couple of rounds where it's just like, eh. But I don't think it's been too bad. You can argue, be like, oh, they shouldn't have lost a 5v3, but it happens. You know, Damio like, in fact, one of them was that Damio did 2 headshots to enter the site and won the round. Like, you know, Damio had a very, very good entry. And also, Vision's playing particularly well as well. So, yeah, I think it's just very, very harsh to say overall that, you know, KZG is a clown fiesta. And I don't think that's the case. Kraz has been getting a lot of assists as well. 6 is pretty high in 9 rounds as almost well, 2/3 of an assist per round. But you can tell overall that Housebets have been much better with the trading department. 5 assists, 5, 3, 3, 2, 3 overall. Not sure what's going on at the moment. There's a lot of chatter. We'll go back here to see what the chat is about. Oh. Okay, cool. So basically they're back in TS. They're talking about a previous round, by the way, okay? Where, like, I think it was Wombat was in disbelief that Foggers got the second frag on him. So that's what the chat's in there about, if you're hearing the chat go off over again. They're talking about a previous round where Foggers took out your Wombat. Like, he just couldn't believe the adjustment Foggers made. He's not, just an FYI, he's not like, Wombat isn't saying like Foggers is doing anything sus. He's just like, can't believe how good that was. It's more of an admiration kind of thing. So basically, also as well, they were telling the other team that Sabooks got back in the server, so that the tech pause would be early off. Not earlier, would end earlier. 6-3. I'm also going to say for KZG in particular, you got to look up their economy a lot better. they're doing a lot of really, really risky and aggressive moves that yield a very little reward in particular. And that hasn't helped them whatsoever. Focus takes a lot of utility damage as well. Gets a bit in exchange, but not beneficial for him. Gonna be 4A, hoping for an A execute. Meanwhile, Wombat gonna get Banana easily. Boggers gonna have to just throw a smoke at this stage. Kind of what's needed at the moment as well is that this is what you probably need to do in particular, like when you're operating on a two-man Fingo. And I haven't seen any of your players on site, is just smoke it off and then readjust and reset. Because Housebets will now move to the A side instead. And Focus will throw a second smoke as well, just in case they're going towards B, which they're not. They're going towards A instead. Full smoke setup being thrown in, and they're going for a long execute. KZG have no one on long. They're going to clean up the HEs as well. Fogger's going to rotate. The stack comes up. Some looks at below balcony, looking to there as well. They'll execute very, very shortly with a contact play. Great work by State so far, State. Gets free. Takes out the entire long aggression. And that's the bomb dropped as well. Fogger's going to rotate over. Fogger's at library. Goes down to PZ. Takes a bit of damage. Allows the others. Kras gets blown up as well. But it should be very easy for State and Hassie, as they can't go in without losing a player and losing a head. And that should be some guns picked up. And that is 2 AKs picked up at least. Some looks couldn't find anything. And there'll be a 4th round on the board for KZG. And that was beautiful by Estate here. Being able to get at least 2 kills with a 5-7. Hassie able to tee up a few others as well. Absolute spectacular round. Just funneling them in as well. Also, as well, going to say, like, you know, Foggers obviously had the USP. It also recognized where the other players were and gave the information over to KZG, which is also really, really important. I guess overall with Housebets, a contact play against 5-7s and potentially Deagles, very, very, very risky. Like, incredibly risky indeed. Some looks of an early push, but they've definitely taken out, or Detect 9 by taking out Long Estates, a 1-for-1. They got to get back onto the side. Hassie looking towards Long with the HE grenade. They've got to be careful about apartments. Hassie, lots of freeing in. Oh, they've actually taken down Vision as well. It's going to be easy for PZ, though, as they blast open the smoke. And they rush onto the A site, giving a 2v3 at the moment with Foggers and Kras. Kras coming up with an early flank, just checking. Boreal doesn't see anyone there whatsoever. Epoch dud, gets a beautiful shot. And that's going to be Kras definitely saving at the moment. Gotta be annoyed by that, the Tech 9 rush. And then getting caught out in apartments here. The information being conveyed to the long players that there's 2 players below balcony. I like how the person who's most chirpy about KZG being bad says nothing when Housebets ran into a meat grinder of 5-7s and Deagles, but will yap non-stop the moment KZG lose the Tech 9s. Like, KZG just won of a half buy with a Deagle and a 5-7. There'll be a 4 spy coming in for KZG to end the half. Some M4s and MP9s. Housebets most likely going to get 8. I say, good play by Housebets in particular, you know, having the flashes for long. And it's going for a long execute the Tech 9s and also throwing the Moto Smoke as well to at least allow for the B split. Very aggressive play going towards B. Counter utility being thrown in as well. Hits Wombat for a bit of damage. I think they might abandon this given it was from Coffins. Foggers and Kras. I think only Kras plays on Coffins in particular. In this moment is Foggers, given there's 4 players on the site. They're going for an Exi towards B. And this is perfect. Flashbang needs to be thrown in now for Estate to come in. Estate's got 1, 2, and 3. That's all cleaned up, and the bomb dropped as well. Now, missed orb shot. Estate is going to have to drop out. Doesn't want to give anything to PZ. And Foggers won't give anything to PZ. Takes down PZ as well, leaving just Vision in a 1v4. Vision, bombs dropped on the site, which is probably the worst case scenario. Foggers just ducking down to see Vision. Doesn't see anything from Vision yet. Vision can only enter the site at about 24 seconds when the smoke dissipates. No flank needed. Vision's hoping for a flank, but he doesn't get it. They don't want to isolate any of these jewels. Vision's going to need a hell of a spray transfer to win this round. I definitely don't see that happening. And Estate. Just one bullet, put 17 on the board. And Estate as an absolute boiler of a first half. Even Fog is leading the frags. Meanwhile, on the Housebets is all shared around, other than your Wombat on free kills. That's overall, good half from KZG, given that they were a 3-0 deficit down, and Housebets could have really just unloaded a plow in multiple scenarios. What happened to X-Talon's game? They forfeited because they don't have the core 3. Malta's unable to play, who's part of the core 3, therefore they can't play. So it's a forfeit due to not having the core 3. Apoc Dud by himself on B. Vision just pushing through middle. Ooh, this is going to be diabolical here. State could be caught out in Mexico. State is in Mexico. You don't want the bomb to drop there. They're going to fight for this. Great Flash comes in, so Fog is going to be able to tap a few away. They need to recover that bomb pretty quickly, and they do. Oh, geez. Apoc Dud's gone aggressive as well. They know PZ's down in mid, so they can go straight towards B. PZ is going to do a very, very impossible 1v3. They've got his location, which is they are... he is going towards A. They know he's around there somewhere. Been seen now as well. Simux doesn't have to engage with him at all. You just basically ignore him. It's on the onus for PZ to perform at this stage. And at this moment, PZ can't really do too much. Even if PZ gets the CT, the round's over. Takes about 10 seconds to run there. Good stuff for KZG. 6 rounds on the board. A big stop in middle. Was much needed. A much needed big stop. They recover the bomb as well, which is even more important. State got caught out in Mexico. Force spy coming from Housebets. The scout coming up PZ. 5-7s and a Deagle and Damio. KZG need to negotiate this round and they'll take the lead. Really flashes towards alt mid, making sure that no one gets a shot. Great shot by PZ. That's a good start. Free scout hits generally means you win the round. PZ, can he go again? Slight swing out. Misses the second shot. Fogger's tagged up slightly in Banana. Trying to pressure Wombat. Flash goes in. Wombat trying to just find that player at top of B. Trying to get a frag in his direction. HE's being thrown in as well. They're trying to find Hassie. Hassie's being tagged up. Samuk's leading the charge coming in towards apartments. Samuk's looking towards Boiler. Does he see Vision? He doesn't. Flashbang goes in. Kraz hears a player retreat in towards Quad. PZ with a scout. Tags up Foggers. Big potential chance to win the round here. Hassie 1-for-1. Can Cassie do a bit more? He doesn't. Damio drops him as well. Guns dropped on the ground. Damio can line up. Kraz, he does. Foggers tries to trade. Can't. He does get the trade in the end, but it's all up to Foggers down. 2 HP. Doesn't have much left in the tank. Takes down Apoc Dud. Now looking for Wombat. Needs to get a 1-tap, and he knows it as well. Foggers adjusting towards Graveyard. Trying to catch Wombat out. The smoke goes away. Foggers should easily take down Foggers, and does. Wombat looking the right direction, and Foggers, well, out in no man's land effectively. Going to be an 8th round for Housebets, and Housebets win the Force Spy. Very, very important. Great work by PZ. PZ getting 2 scout hits. I think Samux has another issue again, by the way. Samux has been having connection issues the entire day. That was a Force Spy, Mimika. That was a Force Spy. Because they had 5-7s, a Deagle, a FAMAS, and a Scout. That's not an Eco. An Eco is full USPs or 1 upgrade pistol. Please learn your fucking terminology. I know, PZ got 2 scout shots and that pretty much won the round. If you get 2 scout shots or 3 scout shots on a player for a Force Spy, it's pretty good. Well, Dr. Jebet, if you think the HUD, you know, if you can make me a HUD if you want to make it look good. Let's say overall PC won house bets that round. A lot of scout shots hits. They hit one on Hassie, hit one on Foggers. Oh no, it's actually Vision who DC'd. I thought it was actually some looks. Should I put up the FIFA Ultimate Team HUD? I remember when people did that, the FIFA Ultimate Team HUD, where everyone was taking the piss out of that earlier. Now everyone wants that HUD. Now, if you don't know what I'm referring to, it's referring to how they put the players as cards, essentially. Like, the HUD looks like this. Like, it is like a person square here, square here, square here, square here. That's the Football Ultimate Team HUD, okay? And then you got the normal HUDs, which are like this. Where you have the 5 players and whatnot. Stuff like that. To be fair, I gotta say right now, like, to get a like a full HUD manager and whatnot, let me find the cost for it. It's pretty expensive. Internet issue? I gotta assume it's an internet issue at this stage. So I think it's Lexogreen or Lexogreen. And I think it costs, let me see how much it costs. It costs quite a bit, like the HUD manager. Jeez, Visions? I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Lexogreen's HUD manager at the moment is $35 per month. So 35 EU per month. Which is out $50 per month. Or $60 per month in Australian. For a HUD. Which if I made $60 a month in casting, would be a good investment. Which I do not. I think it costs €348 per year. Professional costs 1,428 per year. I'm a bit surprised that Mantra hasn't really flattened. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Underground has a Macella, Night Raid, and Mechanical. Mantra is really like, if your team is a newish sort of team to ECL, you get farmed by Mantra. Because Mantra are really, really good. Like, really, really good against teams that don't have any strict protocols or anything like that. And they punish teams and whatnot. I don't know what's going on with Vision at the moment. Let me see if I can find it. See if they've said anything in game. I'm just making sure IP doesn't get leaked. Alright. Basically, he's having ping issues. That's what Vision's having. So Vision's like disconnecting his router and whatnot. When's the next game? I don't know. I don't know when the next game will be. Depends when this one finishes. Let's check if Vision's ping's gone down. Because ping has been the issue. Yeah, it's fine. I think we're good to go. Housebets at EMP9's AK and a FAMAS. Even though Housebets won that round. How did you know that Dr. Gilbert would be one of those fuckwits that keep harassing me non-stop? How would you know? But either way. Wombat. Yeah, you know what? You think you're funny? Oh, guess what? You get another banned account. Time to make a new email, buddy. HG being thrown in. Ooh, Christ. Takes out Vision with the Tech 9. Oh, what the fuck? How did he get that second one to PZ? They could go here. Damio's going to go huge here. And Damio and Apok Dud are working the clock, and they do go huge. Foggers and Hassie both go down for nothing. They are going to get an A plant because Housebets literally did not see KZG walk through onto the A site. They went through the smoke, thinking that KZG on the other side, but both the Mooks and Estate were on the A site. What's up being thrown in? Pulls back out as Apok Dot takes down some Mooks. Now it's Estate in a horrible situation. Should be 9 rounds on the board for Housebets. Generate some money. I'd say overall KZG probably want to go with a, you know, a few upgrade pistols and that's it. I wouldn't go to a force buy. Like, do you go for a force buy in this scenario? You can go for a half buy, because I like, you know, half buy, yeah, go for Tech 9, see what you can do. Because you know Housebets only kept 2 weapons throughout that round, which would have been a FAMAS and an AK. Which they did. And they shouldn't have too much investment behind it, but they do. They got a good, unique, you know, weapons and whatnot. I'd say upgrade utility, and that's it. Great, nay, okay, never mind, that the round's over now. If they get any kills, it's just a miracle at this stage. That nade was just the round ender. That nade, round ender, okay? That's pretty much the entire round was that HU. I think Housebets probably will get to 13 eventually. Whether they lose 2 rounds or anything like that, it's probably the main indicator. No one died that round as well, which allows utility and everything else to be bought up. Money to be kept. Christ and Fogger's been slightly tagged up. Wombat takes a few points of damage as well. Fogger's going a bit... Oh, that's a shallow nade. And Fogger's all beautiful. Takes down your Wombat. HE's been thrown in as well, trying to clear up the upper banana area as well. Counter smoke coming in from Apok Dud. That's a good move from Apok Dud, okay? Throw the smoke down, allow your rotator to come back in, okay? That's probably really important as well. And this is what I said about KZG. Like, you know, if you're the last player on the site, just throw the smoke down and disengage. Because if you lose your second player on the B-bomb site, you've lost the B-bomb site. And you can see here, allows both PZ and Damio to rotate. Flashbang being thrown in. Apok Dud doesn't catch anyone. Bit of damage being thrown in. Apok Dud should get 1, should get 2. Doesn't get 2 in the end. It's going to be a 2 for 2. In fact, now PZ is going to try and intervene, try to go for the trade, but he's just going to back out as well. Vision's going to be careful. So look, sneaking down the A side, but I think Vision saw him. Yes, Vision was aware of Samooks. And if that doesn't make it aware of Samooks, here it is. Samooks. Vision playing reverse default. What's Samooks? Tries to take him out. They are going to go to A. Vision has to take out Samooks here. Now he's all by himself. Has to be the showstopper. Takes down Hassie. Bomb dropped. Foggers, not Foggers, Estate tries to trade. Pressure's on. PZ with a quick rotate. PZ spots at pit. Spots Samooks. Bomb being planted. PZ trying to make sure a crossfire isn't set up. He's going to throw down the smoke. He's going to take on either Estate or Samooks. Knows where Estate is. Estate going to have to adjust because he knows PZ will probably be aware of where he is. PZ on the upper angle. Beautiful. And that's a great PZ 1v2 clutch. I'm going to say PZ was looking for that bomb. Was getting a bit concerned that he, you know, was pretty lost. Like, great 1v2 by PZ. So the aggression here from PZ, the smoke here was to cross that crossfire, because he knew Samux and Estate would set up a crossfire, so having a smoke there means he can isolate a Jew at least. He takes on Samux, given that he knows that Estate may not be set up yet, so goes through that smoke, takes out Samux. And now he knows Estate's somewhere in this area. Now he approaches Estate on the truck, because the truck's elevation obviously will be a lot higher, which means the crosshair placement from the T will be down here, while his crosshair placement will be used to the T, where he is basically as well. So he, had a probably good idea. Ooh, I gotta say, Hassie saw an opportunity. Meanwhile, Fog is taking down Woyola again. They could go here, but you're not sure where the second player is going to be. CT smoke can be thrown in. Ooh, that full utility sets there as well. And Apoc Dud gonna throw a lot of utility to pop in as well. Gonna be pretty aggressive as well. Apoc Dud can't go on the site. Damn, shuts down the state in middle. Vision trades out Samux as well, and they're gonna probably have to go to B. The talent game's a forfeit, by the way. Apoc Dud's got a hold. Damio is rotating. CT smoke going in. Damio might flash in. That's a good flash. Damio's got 1-2. Great transfer onto Kraz. Up to Fog is. Fog is being tagged up from behind, but doesn't realize there's a player on the site in Apoc Dud. For Damio's all by himself. Be 12 round for Housebets and 6 map points. That was a fucking incredible swing from Damio. The 180 swing. That was a beautiful swing from Damio, to be honest. Like, that beautiful transfer was clean. Like, I don't think you see, like, many people do that sort of, like, 180 and succeed, you know? What do you think, guys, in chat? Like, do you see many people do that, where they do the full 180 and actually hit the target? Most of the times, like, full 180 and they miss. And this round's pretty much over, and I think this map is over. A lot of damage to Kraz and Estate. Fog is taking a bit of hits as well. Hiko did that? Yeah, I've seen Hiko do that. Oh, that's over. And also Estate kills his own teammate Vinade. They're not getting into the B bomb site. Yes. Quick trade from Hassie. That's over. 13-6. Yeah, I gotta say, they didn't get much going. We're going to the next BO1, which is Housebets v KZG. This was the first map. So I'd say overall, Housebets, like, is not really a case of if Housebets would win. It's like how they would win at this stage, because Housebets looked really, really good on that CT side. The protocols were really, really good as well. What else? I guess I think Daniel was 25 kills. Daniel was just dominating that game. Like, overall, like, Daniel at least got 2 frags before going down most of the time. Fogus played pretty well. Like I said, Fogus had a very, very good game from KZG. But I'd say overall, like, Housebets had the better support behind the top fragger of Damio compared to Fogus in particular. I guess say overall, there's a lot of, like, give-ups in particular, where they gave up either, a lot of players in particular, like, gave up a man advantage, or gave up a site as well. One round in particular, I think it was like round 6, where Fogus played very, very aggressive towards the B site, and they took out Kraz, and then they took out Fogus, so Fogus couldn't disengage and throw the smoke down, which led to a Housebets victory, because Housebets took the B site, essentially, before its state could rotate. Over on the T side, KZG couldn't really get anything going. You can't get the IP. You have to be a ESA partner to get the IP. There's no way to get the IPs anymore. But yeah, that's probably my main thing in particular, is that basically Housebets had a lot better protocols than KZG did. You can apply to be a ESA partner. Can I invite to the Discord still? No, I don't think I can. So I'm just trying to check for Adoba. I'm very sure you have to apply to be an ESL broadcaster. Trying to find the application form. Where are you? This is for guys who are casters, by the way. You can fill out that form. But I don't think I can invite to the Discord. No. Anyways, you go into Anubis next. And I'd say overall, like, you know, Housebets were definitely a much better team. Like I said, probably big rounds of impact was PZ winning against KZG's second round, anti-eco, with the scout shots, getting the 2 critical, obviously, scout bullets. And that probably won them the round, because 5.7s can chip off any sort of damage very, very easily there. Scouts do like 83 points of damage, I believe, which means like the 5.7s, all they have to do is hit 1 bullet and that's it. Another critical round overall was Daniel's 2k to entry earlier in the half, where he got a 2k on short side and was able to get to the A site, leaving just, I think it was Samux by himself, and Samux, I think, was traded 1-for-1 in the end, and Focus and Kraz couldn't get there in the end and pretty much ended around then and there. And that was pretty much like the main impact rounds that led to a lot of Housebets victory. I think that last one in particular, which was the last round of, second last round of the game, I think it was round 18. No, sorry, round 18, where the HE in the middle basically did so much damage and pretty much ended the round, which gave a big economy to Housebets. And also the last round as well, obviously as well, more utility damage and pretty much just served the an absolute knuckle sandwich to KZG. Anyways, guys, back in a bit. We'll be back with Anubis in about probably 5 minutes or so. Be right back. Yo, just got back. We're just waiting for the players to connect in at the moment, and still some discussion as well with Navi. And Navi, do you do anything with that lineup? I don't think so. Like, I was gonna say overall, it's kind of like a Spirit Vitality era at the moment. Like, do you blow up that lineup? I don't think so. I don't think that's an issue. I know there was the Alexa B and EMS sort of stuff, but that's not really anything to be too concerned about. Virtus Pro looked pretty good. No, I don't really view it like, you know, it's top, like at the end of the day, like there's probably 3 or 4 rosters that can win every tournament. I'd probably lean to, like, if you're gonna say Navi needs to split up, FaZe is probably one in particular that need to have a really, really good hard look at themselves, because they have an issue at the moment. But yeah, it wouldn't really be like, yeah, Navi, let's just blow up the roster kind of thing. They're still in the top 10, obviously, but I think they're 9th at the moment, I believe. They still could probably beat most of the teams below them anyway. They usually lose to the teams above them. Like, to be fair, I'm gonna say that, like, with the Falcons are looking decentish, but they're never gonna really, like, until Tezes and Nika really evolve, it's not gonna be super ideal in particular. They are major champions and whatnot. Yeah, I'm aware they're major champions, but it doesn't mean they'll win every single tournament. Because, you know, Vitality are major champions too. Spirit are major champions and whatnot. Like, and Vitality had a slump as well before they picked up Rops, where they weren't making it deep and they didn't win any tournaments. I think they made it, like, I think the recent win streak is the longest they've had for quite a while, even before winning their major. So yeah. So I wouldn't really put too much to it where, like, you know, being like, you know, Navi should replace people or whatnot at this stage, because I think Vitality's only change during that period was the break where they got Rops for Sphinx, basically. I believe Estate got, like, you can check on HLTV how many kills Estate got, but he got a fair bit. That's all I know, he got a fair bit. He got 20 plus, I know that much. No, Estate got 19 in the end. I thought he got 20, but maybe I didn't get it right. I was thinking about Damio. Knife round to come in. 2-0 for Housebets, most likely, I would say. Jeez, Estate going for a cheeky right click there. Damn, I gotta say, Estate got, like, absolutely rolled. But it should be pretty easy there for KZG to win this. Focus and Kraz, like, basically put Wombat against the wall. Not really much of a chance on him there. Yeah, but one thing in particular I'm going to mention as well, because people have gone off at, what is it? They've gone off at Zonic over this as well. Just an FYI, if you guys think you can eke out a strategy in 30 seconds during these timeouts, I don't know what to tell you. Because I think they gave the comms that, you know, basically, like, you know, do I call it or whatever it is? Sometimes the timeouts are called by the coach to just calm them down, or, like, you know, essentially just, like, reevaluate certain things and whatnot, or have a discussion between the teammates. It's not to give up some super duper plan to magically counter the other team. As the opening pick is picked up by Vision. Foggers with the bomb. I want to give this one up. PZ going for a water play. This is actually a strategy for Housebets. They often go water. I'm going to say they identified that they went water as well. Vision's got 2. Foggers is almost dead. Foggers doesn't want to drop the bomb here. Fortunately, Hassie comes into the flank. Hassie loses the duel to Vision. That's going to be very annoying. And Vision gets a pistol ace, taking down Foggers and put it 1 on the board for Housebets. And Vision absolutely on a tear. But what the other one was the clutches, okay? So G2 gave up, G2 gave up a 4v2 against Mongos. And people were blaming the A-site rotators, not Malbs, for fucking it up. Great Molotov to trying to rush into the site, and I gotta say, I don't agree running over fire. Don't agree with that sort of call. Don't ever run over fire. Second round for Housebets. I know they're trying to get the plant to near site on B, but don't think it's worth running over fire for, especially when the CT defenders were all on long angles and aggressive angles towards B main. I don't really go into skins or anything like that. Flashbang's been thrown in. Estate looking towards middle. Sees a foot of Vision. It's actually gone water. See what I mean? Like, Housebets go all early water very, very often. Hassie catches Damio through the smoke. And for recovered by your Wombat, and they're going to withdraw from water for the time being. But you can see here in particular that they will always go towards water. Because the State takes a bit of damage as well from the HE. I gotta say, a lot of talent, a few talent members in particular have been getting hacked on Steam through API stuff in particular. I'm a bit concerned actually, so that's why I don't have like a lot of people on my Steam in particular. Because I'm afraid, you know, one person gets hacked and whatnot. APOC Dot's been slightly tagged up. 3 players on B, 1 player in A being APOC Dot. KZG can go for a split, and almost be successful if they hit A. Got Samuk's controlling middle. They'll probably go in here as the last smoke goes away. APOC Dot's got to do a lot. It's going to be very difficult. Molotov towards Canberras, and Christ caught out APOC Dot. It's probably a nightmare scenario that Housebets could have. PC takes down Samuk's in middle. AK picked up by PZ, and they're going to say probably immediately, good call. Good call by Housebets. Not really worth going from that. Like, in particular as well, like, KZG were more aggressive on these retakes, where they would actually go for those sort of retakes. But you can tell Housebets here, very, very good idea. They got 3 rifles, save us the next round. You got money to chuck, you know, over rifles to their teammates. But also, the CT combi is very fragile, and every round on the CT side of Anubis matters quite a bit. So if they get like 4 or 5 or even more, it's going to look good going to their T side in particular. But yeah, the downside here from KZG, good execute, is that they put that smoke here. It also has an angle here where Kraz can look towards heaven. They caught APOC Dud for nothing, and that pretty much ended a round. Like I said, Housebets' biggest failing point in particularly was the water take. They went into water. Damio gets killed by Hassie through the smoke. Bit unlucky, obviously. Very, very unlucky. That's probably the point where they essentially lost a round, because since they went to water, middle was undefended, and Samux is able to grab middle control, which leads to an eventual A execute. Foggers. Sketchy being thrown in. Focus takes a lot of damage on the lurk. I think Vision saw like a foot. Focus trying to counter it, but does no damage. A lot of early aggression from Housebets. I gotta say, one of these things are gonna win them around. E-box control given towards Cross. Wombat and Cross are actually contacting each other on these angles. Should look like a B execute here. Wombat trying to lure a few players in. Gonna be a split. Execute most likely at 39 seconds. Actually gonna go start flanking onto the A side as well. Counterbolt off towards E-box as well. They don't want Kraz getting in. Flashbang goes in. Well, that's got one. Can't get the second traded out. And unfortunately, I was gonna say, State gets the second as well, and he's able to just trounce in here. PZ's been smoked. Is he gonna go for a slap shot? Is he gonna be able to hit the slap shot? He does. Catches Foggers, but has he quick to trade? Two players coming from E-box, but should be easily taken care of. Estate gonna swing in here. Is he gonna be... Geez, walks into APOC dud. Give you a 2v2. Hassie on an off angle. I don't think they're gonna check for Hassie. APOC dud should be... Yeah, I was gonna say, they're not gonna check for Hassie. Good crossfire. Second round for KZG. The best part about Hassie's angle here is that he's aiming down this line instead. And what they do normally, if they get out of E-box, they check down this line. And they throw a Molotov in towards Ninja. So when they go forward here, you got the jail player looking, and you also got this player looking as well. It's an inverted crossfire on E-box. Well, for E-box, not on E-box. But you could tell here in particular where APOC Dud was looking to this way. Because he didn't know that Hassie was shooting towards him, basically. He's unaware of Hassie's position, essentially. Trying to get the one deagle towards Kraz. Damio doesn't get it. No aggression from Housebets, given that they're on deagles and 5.7s. Well, actually, no 5.7s. It's a P250 and a MP9. I think Housebets still got this one. It's early days on CT, so they've still got 2 rounds. So, you know. Full Exy coming in onto the B bomb site. Look, they're seeing the boost. Oh, geez, Wombat takes down some looks on the boost. Hassie the trade. I'm gonna say, I'm a bit surprised that they got that boost kill, in my opinion. They cleaned out A as well, and they're still going for B. Should be a deagle kill for Daniel, and it is. Daniel's picked up the AK, but traded out by Foggers. I'm a bit in disbelief how KZG lost another player. Looking for the last player, Foggers, of Kraz. Foggers takes out APOC Dud, puts it further on the board for KZG. Yeah, I guess say, you know, should have been a 4-player alive, but doesn't really matter. A win's a win on the T side. I was a bit more surprised that that Damio got a kill in the chaos. PC, oh shit. As soon as he gets 1 kill, he's dead. Doesn't even get any kills, he's caught in the middle. APOC Dud has to get ready early, and Foggers throws a nade towards him to do a bit of damage. Fortunately, Wombat takes the opportunity to take out Foggers at A, and that's the lurk taken out at Rugs. This actually means that KZG can't accelerate to execute, given the fact that Foggers died at Rugs. That means that Will's got a bit of information. Well, your Wombat's got a bit of information on where the execute's coming from. Estate deep in middle. They're going to go for a B side execute instead as a secondary execute. Can he catch the flank? He heard Wombat. So Estate should win this duel, and he does. He knows APOC Dud's there. Traded out. Now APOC Dud can't pay attention to the site. Let's hope to hold it for a bit longer. APOC Dud's got a second as well, and this is not looking too good. But Daniel gets a kill before he goes down, which means it's up to Vision. Up to Kraz in particular. Bombs just outside B main. Kraz is hearing a lot of movement. Can he catch APOC Dud? It's on the off angle. Good spray. Can't get the transfer. And Vision. Very sharp. Great trade by Vision. Krauser's only had peeked out for a second, basically. And Vision put 4 bullets into him. Third round for Housebets. That's a crucial round as well. 4 rounds is okay on the CT side of Vingo. Anti-eco coming in, or force spy coming in, really, for KZG. Well, I guess it's a more of a good force spy, given that AKs and whatnot as well, but Focus is a deagle, so I'm not sure whether or not you want to call this a really good force spy or not. Good utility from both teams at the moment. Housebets trading utility as well. Molotov into A main. APOC taking a bit of damage towards middle as well. Housebets launching their utility a bit early as well. They've only got a couple of smokes and a Molotov left. Flashbang coming in. That should be cleaned up by Vision. And that is beautiful flash by PZ. I could get him 4 on the board as well. If APOC able to take care of a state, or just contain a state, it'll be massive. Oh, Vision's giving himself away. PC takes a lot of damage. Vision's waiting the peak. He's got 1 for 1. Passy Estate's got another net in here. APOC can't really go in at all. Bomb plant should be coming in for Hassie to put the pressure onto Housebets. 3v2. APOC got to look the right direction. It's got the angle. Beautiful by Hassie in the state. They've done it. Damio swinging in. Damio can win these. It's not out of the order. Brave peak by Hassie. That's a 4th round for KZG. KZG, I gotta say, most unlikely of round wins in particular, and they're able to get the job done. That was actually a really, really good round by KZG to just get into that A site. Hassie. Give me anti-eco. Vision. Trying to pick a bit early. He's going to walk into Hassie, basically. And that's exactly what happens. APOC died. He knows where the AWPer is, but he's not expecting some mooks this close. Oh, takes down some mooks in the end. Can't recover the the MAC-10. Gonna say they're trading this Galil pretty well at the moment. Ooh, does a state check PZ? It's the main question. Full XE coming onto the B bomb site. The mollies, the smokes. It's going to be interesting, actually, in that Kruz. Very, very aware of this potential backstab. Here's a lot of people dropping from bridge, and he's just like, yeah, not going to allow that to happen. Damio trying to recover that MAC-10, but probably won't. Hassie just boosting himself up. Oh, geez, Hassie. That's going to be shot by those P shooters. And Damon is going to be chased up. Should be a 5th round for KCG. Foggers with the final blow. Five free. I gotta say, this is a very, very close matchup. Rounds on a knife edge. Sorry, not rounds. Halves on a knife edge. In fact, the entire map is on the halves edge. Damio peeks into it. He's got 1-2. Damio, man. Traded out by Kruz in the end. Very, very aggressive from Damio. And the flash didn't come through in the end because Damio's kills were all pure aim. And that's gonna annoy KZG there. They lost 2 players to that. So looks lurking down E-box. You want that on the edge of the smoke. I wonder if Wombat's going to go back into E-box a bit more. Look towards E-box, takes down some hooks. I gotta say, I don't think they're gonna win this round. Basically a free side here for Foggers, but Apoc Dog's coming in the backstab. That's the bomb lost and the round lost. Foggers. He had the flank. Vision's got an inkling. Yeah, it's super easy with Vision. Great play by Vision, okay? Apoc Dog gets to play here. The only way Foggers could be is in this area in particular. So they know he has to be in this area here. Because why would they switch sites? The only reason why they switch sites if they found out that A is empty. And that's exactly what he did. Fourth round for Housebets. Anti-Eco coming in here. You're going to say Housebets lost their last Anti-Eco. But this time around, they've got a bit less weaponry. They're actually running through here. I gotta say, Apoc Dud is not going to reveal anything until the very end, and they got to have 2k here. Apoc Dud's able to stop the mid aggression. Now, meanwhile, they're trying to charge in onto the B main site. Blocked from some looks. He's going to go down as well. Hassie charging into the P250. That's an unforgivable reload by PZ as Foggers punishes him as well. And Foggers picks up an AK as well. That's a 2v2. Hassie will get the bomb plant at least, and that's probably what they're trying to get KZG for this round. Wombat and Apoc Dud together. Apoc Dud shuts down Foggers. Hassie should be able to trade out and does. Hassie doesn't go down to Wombat. Wombat knows he's at E-box. HE can be thrown in. Hassie has no utility. And the bomb is planted for him as well. I guess I think Will's going to go for this defuse potentially. He doesn't have a kit. He can't go for it. So Hassie's going to have to swing in. Will wasn't expecting it. And now Hassie on the lower angle does get the win in the end. And I'm going to say Housebets can't be losing those rounds, especially when they have nothing in the bank. I'm going to say great work by Foggers and Hassie there to get, you know, the AKs over. That's going to be a 6th round for KZG. I'm going to say the 3v3 never ends well for the CT side. I think the caught unawares is probably the worst part in particular. But I felt they had that round one on middle. Doesn't really matter. PZ's got the orb, takes down a state. Wombat's got enough damage here. Gets 2. Should be traded out by Kraz and is. Great HE hits Kraz on the noggin. Plank coming in from PZ. Bomb being planted. PZ can't be ultra aggressive in these angles. PZ gets the first. He's looking towards E-box. Might get a second that doesn't get the hit. So Book's being heavily tagged up as well. Smoked off. And he's getting mollied off as well, so he can't hold the angle unless he pushes. PZ gonna just quickly defuse it. Why do we have Betters making comments about his HE and Molotovs? He used both of them. He used both nades. I don't think the mistake is on Wombat in that situation. The mistake is on the players before that to put him in that scenario where it's 2v2. The Housebets win the 5th round on the CT side. They put KZG onto a very, very low buy. I guess overall Housebets, if they did convert those rounds, especially those half buy rounds in particular, like against KZG, where KZG were force buying up, their lead would be a lot greater. I guess most likely they could be leading going into this half. They once a couple of those rounds would probably be like 8 or 9 to 3. Big let-offs on KZG as well. But it's still got an advantageous CT side though. 5 rounds, pretty decent. Anubis is more a T-sided map. So having 5 rounds is above average on the CT side of Anubis. PZ flashed off the angle. They're coming onto the side. PZ gets a bit of a tag. Going to be actually sprayed of Mach 10. Vision trying to operate on the off angle. Now Vision looking from behind him as well. Vision dodging a lot of flak. Ooh. I'm surprised Vision has been taken out here by Hassie. He is. There we go. Apoc done. Got to go one. Should be traded by Kraz and is. Flank coming in. Beautiful by Kraz. Traded by Wombat's. Gonna be another 1v1. This time against Foggers instead of Kraz. I think Wombat saw Foggers' elbow. He's waiting for Foggers to swing on the left side. Foggers, we're trying to get the one taps instead. Foggers knows he's got lower HP. Wombat does have a kit as well. He's got 2 flashes, but they're not going to help him in this duel. Wombat, he's got to approach this. Oh, geez, Foggers swings, and the crosshair placement there is from Wombat. It's going to be 6th round on the board for Housebets. That's, to be fair, their biggest round was their 5th round. But, you know, realistically speaking, Housebet should be 9-3 up, in my opinion. Like, those 2 anti-ecos that they lost, really, really coming back to bite. Of, like, how much of a lead they could have. But I say Housebet should run away with this on the T side. They played really, really well on the CT side. And I was going to say overall, like, there was just really critical mistakes against some of these half bars that really, really just set them off and allowed KZG back into some of these maps or rounds. Kraz gets tagged up. B main aggression from Kraz and Foggers. State's tagged up as well. A lot of gooshes going in, and that ain't looking good at all. Daniel's got an entry. Apoc done looking towards the A site. Needs to be clean. There's nothing clean from Samooks. But Estate, they get 1 each. Estate goes down to the Glocks because it doesn't matter at this stage. They have no HP. Now Kraz, Wombat misses, and Kraz quickly gets a slap. Bomb being planted, but I gotta say, Vision's been aggressed upon as well, but takes down Kraz. A lot of low HP duels going on at the moment, and Hassie taken out by Daniel. And it'll be a 7th round for Housebets. I gotta say, Housebets, they're a bit finicky on that round. I was getting a bit concerned with a lot of missed bullets, especially a lot of players being gooshed and whatnot. I don't think these rounds have been very, very hard for Housebets. Like, Housebets have not been making these rounds easy for themselves. Like, I'm not too comfortable to expect Housebets to, like, you know, win 13-6 at the moment. Because, like, they've been juggling some of these rounds. And, like, you're not sure if they're going to lose some rounds and not really stick to landing. With, like, some of the duels and some of the sprays and whatnot. It concerns me, you know? It concerns me. If you get what I mean. Like, you know when a team's, like, winning rounds but the bare skin of their teeth where it could have teetered the other direction? That's the vibes Housebets are giving me at the moment, okay? And they've already had some of those rounds teeter on the CT side to lose. Should be an 8th round here for Housebets, however. 5-man stack moving as a roaming gang now, basically. They would have heard a lot of this. And Vision does a bit of damage to Samooks. Fortunately, in the back line is PZ. PZ's taking down both Foggers and Hassie. And the 5-7 coming from Estate should take care of PZ, and it does. Beautiful swing. Apoc done to the Mac 10, farming a bit of money. Now he knows Estate's here. Estate swings, and again, Estate cleans up. Wombat coming in. I should have heard that reload. But Wombat, doesn't matter. 8 rounds of Housebets. Eight-6. Housebets taking the lead. A lot of people thinking 13-6. I don't think so. I'm not really convinced by the level of play from Housebets that'll be a smooth 13-6. As I keep saying. Kraz with the MP. Oh, jeez. Got cleaned up. Peeked in towards water without any flashes. And you get what you deserve, unfortunately. HE to blow to smoke. Dango's taking down an entry as well. But that's 4 at B, actually. And I've got to say, I think Daniel has told everyone, guys, it's additional at B, so A is going to have one person at it, and that's it. Wombat trying to put on the pressure. Samuk's pushing from A. It's actually getting out of A main at the moment. And they're still going towards B. Should get a freebie on APOC. Oh no, APOC Dutch should swing, and that's going to be dead Samuk's. Like I said, they're going to go straight to the A site. All they have to do is have Vision hold at E-box, and that's it. State making a lot of noise. He knows Vision's here somewhere. Vision didn't swing out in the end. The State is going to realize that the site's gone. APOC Dutch should have an angle on Estate. Estate, Vision's ready to gun, but Estate's got him, and that's an AK recovered as well as a Molotov. He's isolated the first two as well. I think Estate's probably going to go to save. I don't think PZ is going to let him unless he goes E-box. Estate's going to be really careful. He's trying to pick up all the utility. Oh no, he doesn't get it. Scare in time as APOC done. Tries to make sure he doesn't throw that Molotov away. I don't think he got to it in the end. No. And the APOC done's already got it. No, he did get the Molotov in the end. 9 rounds for Housebets. I wasn't sure about how that B execute would go, given there was 4 players on the side, but Daniel got one. They got a bit of damage here, and they've managed to clean up B. Managed to make a dent into the B site, which is a bit surprised, okay? Estate has been very, very good with the 5-7. Oh, they will definitely spray through it. Foggers has got a 1 dig though. Kraz goes down. PC is the trade. PC trying to back out. He's able to. Fortunately, it's at a B main and PC's able to recover the weapon. They're going to go. Up middle is Wombat. He's going to go through to smoke. He does. Samuk's caught out. Molotov can be thrown in towards Caverns as well. And they're going. Oh shit. Like I say, don't want to lose the bomb there. APOC done. Just getting into the A site. Don't want to lose a bomb in towards the middle. Fortunately, covering his PZ. Bomb planted by APOC Dud. In a bit of trouble. HE being thrown in. That should be almost a lot of damage. It is. They'll try to go for this retake. They've tagged up a few of these players as well. Molotov was fluffed. HE being put in as well. Foggers with the AK. Can potentially retake this site. Hassie with the Deagle. Foggers does a lot of damage, but unfortunately, Vision and Wombat are just much cleaner. Foggers is so much damage to Wombat as well, but Vision, great spray towards cameras, and it'll be 10 on the board. This is what I mean about it teetering, okay? This is what I mean about teetering. You know, Foggers takes out Wombat there, potentially could take out Vision, and that's the round to KZG, okay? That's what I'm referring to as teetering on the edge. Like, their duels are like, you know, bare inches getting over the line. Molotov. Oh, geez. That looks to be caught out with his hands. Basically, APOC just ignores the molly. Looking towards cameras as well. Vision's already on the side. Gotta be careful here when you peek out to heaven. You gotta realize like a play could be on the side. The State's aware of that. Cops a nade. There's gonna be a problem here for Hassie. Takes out APOC Dud as well. And that completely destroys the A execute. Wombat gets through middle, and he hasn't been seen at all. The A-State defenders are completely unaware of the backstab coming in from your Wombat. Well, actually, they're still paranoid about it, and Wombat is going to go for the A-Execute in the end. Rotations could be cut off as well, but this is a key duel between Estate and PZ, and that is going to be... Ooh, Foggers does take down Daniel as well. Smoke's going to be thrown in. Execute plant should go down as well. Molotov to prevent any sort of push. Okay, picked up by Foggers. What can they do? This is a doable retake. Like a very, very doable retake. Flashbang to go in. Foggers, 1v2. He can take out PZ here. He's going to pre-fire PZ. Foggers does have a kit. He's going to stick it. PZ can't aggress him. PZ has no HP, and Foggers going to win this. 7th round for KZG. PZ can't peak on 36 HP. Good 1v2 by Foggers. KZG can buy back in, and so can Housebets as well. Bit of aggression being shown from KZG at the moment. I say Wombat, he's got flash in the end. Was going to overextend. Trying to clear out E-Box in the end. A-Box done spraying. Kraz being punished with a few Molotovs. Gets a few ticks put on him. Cannon Molotovs going in as well as a flash. A-Box dud just not bothering in the end. But a bit of A aggression here. PZ could catch out the play of the MP9. Oh, gee, PZ's been seen. Sprayed by Samux there. Damn, yo. Able to use that CT smoke in the end. Kraz and Apoc Dud is going to be close. Should be... All the CTs are peeking out. Apoc Dud goes down. It could be a double swing here. Fog is traded out by Wombat, and they're in. Quick trade. Basically, Hassie being forced off the angle. Daniel's ready on B main. There's going to be a retake coming in as well. Wombat just checking Ninja and whatnot as well before planting. And we will get the plant put down for Econ. Retake coming in from the backside. Samuk's trying to get up close and personal as well. Flashbang goes in. Wombat's got one. Might get a second. And that's going to probably tell KZG to get off the angles and no bother. Vision on an early flank as well to try and make sure these guys don't save anything. Vision just lurking. Vision. Did he hear anything? I don't think he did. He's clearing the angles. So looks on the off angle. Does get the head dink but can't finish it off. Now it's up to the state to save everything. 11 rounds on the board for Housebets. Damio wins the duel. Nothing safe. Damio will live as well. And Housebets. 11 on the board. KZG, they don't want a 2-0 defeat. They don't want it. They can't afford it. It means they have to win the rest of their games and just hope. Antika coming in for Housebets. They have 5 map and series points. Boggers trying to go for the 1D. Doesn't get it. Damio, in fact, just buries him into the ground. Pre-fire in the angle. Kraz in a lot of trouble here. Kraz is not having the tempo. Damio gets out the Glock himself. I wonder if they're going to go into A or to B at this stage. Given the tentativeness of trying to go force a B main execute. Assie trying to go for the 1D. Oh, I've got to say, that's a bit reckless there. No one with the gun out. Utility was out. Estate might get a couple of kills here. Gets one, takes down Vision. Can't get the second. PZ misses. Estate gets a dink at least. And this is going to be actually terrible. Bombs dropped and it's just up to Wombat. Big backstab from Samux. Samux shuts down Wombat. Well, no, Wombat shuts down Samux. Squad 2. And Estate wins the 8th round. And I'm going to say, Housebet's not paying attention to the rear at all. And KZG's going to get 8 and get a couple of AKs out of that. That was a backstab they did not expect. I'm going to say, Housebets did not expect some mooks to be that far out of A side. They're versing 5-7s, dude. 5-7s is a pretty good weapon, dude. Assie gets the opener. Oh, jeez. This is giving some confidence. Molotov thrown in. Kras takes a bit of damage. Oh, Hassie taken out by Damio. Was facing his back over. Apoc done throwing a flash as well. Damio might get another. Does get another. Actually, it was Wombat. Actually, Damio going towards jail. Was labored. Been an absolute brutal battle. Trying to go through the smoke, but I think Apex Dud is watching it, and he is. 12 on the board for Housebets. Housebets had a lot of money from the previous round, so understandable. Housebets, 4 series and map points. I've seen PZ. PZ's going to peek back into it. Assie's got the opener once again. But as it were, oh no, Samux. He pulled out the nade and the A site's open. Assie trying to come into trade. Jeez, I gotta say, KZG, you get the opening pick, and this is the second time where they lose 2 for 1. Bomb being planted. I'm gonna say, for KZG, he must be getting annoyed at this point. On getting this opening pick and then nothing, just donuts. Bog gets caught out of a nade as well. That's the second time a player's been caught out of the nade. And that should be 13 for Housebets. Kraz. He's got the opener. Might be able to, could win this. No, never mind, he's dead. While that swings, give you 13. 13-8 to KZ to Housebets. Not KZG, to Housebets. Yeah. I gotta say, KZG. I know Samux was lagging both maps, 100%, because Samux tried to reconnect multiple times. Just an FYI. I didn't know it continued through to Anubis. So I knew it was happening on Inferno that Samux was lagging big time. But yeah. To be fair, that's probably the second time that's happened, just an FYI. Like, second time in a row that round, where like basically people pulled out a nade after getting the initial pick and then to get 2K'd. I think that happened back to back for KZG. And the most annoying part as well for KZG in particular is that a lot of those, hey Deadshot, thank you, compliments. The worst part about that in particular is that I reckon KZG could have won Anubis, okay? Like, I reckon they could have, like, there's a few rounds they could have went the other direction. But they didn't. But anyway, that's going to be 13-8 for Housebets. And Housebets get the 2 over KZG as well. And that's going to put KZG probably a bit deeper in the hole for playoffs. And that's going to put Housebets a lot more deeper in winning, essentially, as well. Let's see if we can get someone from Housebets on. See if we can get Will or Apoc done on. You know the annoying part is my friends thing isn't showing on Steam at the moment. So I can't get, you know how you get that friends bar where you can talk to people in chat? It's not working at the moment for me. So, yeah. Dude, I think the flank was pretty sick actually. The flank from KZG to win it around where they cleaned up B main. Okay, let's see if I can get any. See if we can get Tom or anyone like that on. Okay, be right back. Yo guys, thought I'd like come back here and say hi. So couldn't get anyone from Housebets, and I know KZG and post match as well because I don't think KZG expected the interview. But yeah, probably decline it for now. Basically, I had like 5 minutes of me trying to fix my Steam chat so I could actually talk to the players because my Steam chat wasn't working. So I DM'd on Twitter, but obviously no one responds on Twitter DMs. So I DM'd on Steam. And yeah, so the players at the moment, there's a start and close qualies and whatnot. And obviously KCG didn't expect the interview because they're doing debrief because they lost both series. They only expect the interview if they win the last game, which I've told them before. So it's gonna be none of that today. No interviews today, but anyways, thank you guys for being there. Thank you guys for being here. Really, really awesome. Some pretty close matches actually, I gotta say. Like KZG, I just felt like they just dropped the rope there, and essentially Housebets like took them to the cleaners for that sort of thing in particular. I mean, 13-8, 13-6. Did expect Housebets to 2-0. Have a good day, guys, and hope you guys have a lovely evening.